Some cheeses smell like milk, some cheeses smell like a farm, and some cheeses smell like something died in your kitchen. Today, we're ranking the smelliest cheeses in the world. Number 1. Vieux Boulogne. If you think you've smelled strong cheese, Vieux Boulogne is here to redefine your expectations. This northern French masterpiece holds the official title of the world's smelliest cheese, a fact confirmed by researchers at Cranfield University using an electronic nose. While it may look like an ordinary orange rind cheese, its chemical profile is anything but basic. The secret lies in the wash. The rind is repeatedly rubbed with beer. This isn't just for flavor. The interaction between the beer's enzymes and the Brevibacterium linens on the surface creates a volatile sulfur explosion. In the laboratory, this cheese produced a chemical signature that included high levels of trimethylamine, the same compound that gives sea air and decaying organic matter its sharp, unmistakable edge. Unlike industrial cheeses that use synthetic coatings, Vieux Boulogne relies on the living interaction between the yeast in the beer and the milk proteins. This creates a texture that is remarkably supple, but the gas byproduct is so dense that it can literally saturate the air in a small room within minutes. Scientists found that the scent molecules are so sticky at a molecular level that they latch onto the moisture in our nasal passages, making the smell persist long after the cheese has been returned to its container. For a senior, this cheese acts like a nutritional powerhouse, delivering a living map of beneficial bacteria directly to the gut. However, the resulting scent, a mix of damp earth and intense fermentation, is so aggressive that it is rarely allowed in enclosed public spaces. The smell arrives before the cheese does. And that cheese is number 2. Epoisses. Napoleon Bonaparte reportedly considered epoisses his favorite indulgence, but the modern French transit system feels quite different. This cheese is so notoriously pungent that it is officially prohibited from being carried on the Paris metro. The stink is a result of the rind being washed in Marc du Bourgogne, a powerful local brandy that acts as a catalyst for protein decomposition. The chemical process occurring inside epoisses is known as extreme proteolysis. As the brandy wash interacts with the rind, it breaks down the internal structure until the cheese loses its ability to stand on its own. This is why you often see epoisses served in wooden boxes or with a spoon. It is effectively a controlled liquid. At the molecular level, this liquefaction means the calcium and phosphorus are already suspended in a state that the body can process without the heavy lifting of traditional digestion. The brandy doesn't just add flavor, it acts as a selective antimicrobial agent, allowing only the most robust, heart-healthy bacteria to survive. However, the volatile organic compounds, or the VOCs, released by this process are incredibly heavy. In the confined, humid air of a subway car, these molecules don't dissipate, they sink and cling to upholstery and clothing. This led to the famous ban, as a single commuter with a ripe epoisse could stain the air of an entire train car for hours. It offers a wealth of bioactive peptides that support muscle maintenance and cellular repair. The trade-off is its aroma, which many describe as meaty or even decaying. From the brandy-soaked rinds of France, we move to a cheese that shares a human chemical twin. You don't discover this cheese, it discovers you first. Number 3. Limburger. Limburger is the classic cartoon stinky cheese, but the science behind its odor is far more fascinating than any joke. Originally crafted by Belgian monks, this cheese shares a direct chemical similarity with human body odor. This isn't a coincidence. The bacteria used to ripen Limburger, Brevibacterium linens, are the same bacteria found on human skin. This biological overlap is so precise that research published in The Lancet noticed that certain species of mosquitoes are equally attracted to both Limburger cheese and human feet. When you open a package of Limburger, you aren't just smelling cheese, you are smelling a concentrated colony of the same organisms that define our own biological scent. This scent symmetry is actually a sign of a very clean traditional fermentation process that avoids the use of chemical preservatives. For the health-conscious senior, Limburger provides a unique opportunity to reinforce the body's natural flora. The enzymes in the rind are specialized in breaking down complex lipids, which can assist in maintaining a healthy metabolic rate. Because the odor is so closely tied to our own biology, our brains often perceive it as offensive or dirty, leading to widespread bans in public hotels and restaurants. However, if you can look past the locker room aroma, you are consuming a product that is perfectly tuned to the human digestive system. It is exceptionally high in vitamin B12, which is vital for maintaining cognitive function and energy levels as we age. The next cheese is famous not just for its flavor, but for clearing a room in seconds. Number 4. Monster. Authentic Alsatian Monster is a far cry from the mild, rubbery slices found in plastic wrappers. This is a washed rind powerhouse aged in damp, humid cellars where the atmosphere is thick with natural molds. The result is a sticky orange rind and a heavy, savory barnyard scent that fills a room the moment the seal is broken. The stickiness of the Monster rind is caused by a biofilm of red smear cultures that thrive in 95% humidity. These cultures produce carotenoids, the same health-boosting pigments found in carrots, which give the cheese its vibrant orange hue. This isn't just for show. These pigments are a byproduct of a metabolic process that creates a massive concentration of vitamin K2. At a molecular level, the barnyard scent is a cocktail of indole and scatol, compounds that, in small doses, contribute to the complex aroma of jasmine flowers, but in high concentrations, smell like a working farm. This scent is a biological marker that the cheese has achieved peak nutrient density. Vitamin K2 is the medicine for our skeletal system, ensuring that calcium goes into our bones rather than our arteries. The intense, savory aroma of Monster is a signal that the cheese is packed with these vital nutrients. However, that same barnyard smell, reminiscent of wet hay and livestock, makes it a socially difficult choice that has seen it banned from shared refrigerators and public dining halls across Europe. If the last cheese made you open a window, the next one might make you leave the room. Number 5. Stinking Bishop. Stinking Bishop gained global fame after Wallace & Gromit used its pungent aroma as a smelling salt to wake the characters. This UK classic is washed in perry, a cider made from the rare Stinking Bishop pear, which triggers a chemical reaction that concentrates the odor entirely within the rind. The history is as colorful as the scent. The pear was named after Frederick Bishop, a local farmer known for his legendary temper and questionable personal hygiene. The science behind the stink is fascinating. When the acidic pear cider interacts with the cheese, the rind becomes chalky and then oozy, releasing volatile organic compounds that effectively stimulate the olfactory bulb, the brain's smell processing center. For the senior consumer, this provides a vital way to keep the palate engaged and the senses sharp. The pear cider wash introduces unique fermented fruit compounds that support a diverse and resilient gut microbiome. While the scent is so powerful that the cheese is often restricted in public venues across Britain and handled with extreme caution, the buttery heart inside remains a culinary treasure. It is a biological masterpiece that proves nature's most intense scents often hide the most significant health rewards. After hearing the facts about the electronic nose and the Paris metro bans, would you be brave enough to bring one of those into your home? Let us know in the comment section down below, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.